Hey there, it's Zadira, and I am very excited to bring you a special new mod showcase. Oh my gosh, this is like such a cool mod. Now, if you do role playing, you're going to specifically really love it. But if you like to decorate with a kind of more primitive style, you're going to love it even more. So what this mod is called is the RR Medieval RP Roleplay Deco. And you might be familiar with some of the other RR mods, and they're all magnificent. But this one really takes the cake. It's just really extra good. Let's look in the, well, first of all, let's go into our inventory and show what you have to do first. You're going to want to craft the RR Medieval Smithy, and that's what you're going to be able to craft everything else from. You can also craft the Medieval Alchemy Smithy separate, but you'll be able to craft it also. So both of these take, well, the first one takes hide, metal ingots, stone, and wood, and the Alchemy table takes crystal, fiber, stone, and wood. So you're all set once you have these created. So let me show you really quickly inside how much there is. So you have the Alchemy bathroom, bedroom, blacksmith, church, curtains, dining room, fireplace, kitchen, lights, the living room. There's miscellaneous, outdoor, seeds, storage, thrones, and wall deco. So lots and lots of stuff. And I'm going to take you through most everything, not everything specifically, but almost everything. The first thing you're going to see is this. This is just a plain table. It's for decoration only. And you can see the different colors as we go because I've dyed them all different colors. Everything you're going to see is made out of wood, and it has 4 different types of wood, and mainly it's the wood grain that you're going to see. And then everything is dyeable. Almost every single thing is dyeable, and you'll be able to dye them all the different colors. The hourglass and the scales are decorative items that you can craft just for show. And then there's the Alchemy Smithy, and oh my gosh, we're going to have this on our new server adventure, and people are going to go crazy because it's way OP. Okay, so if you look in here, you're going to make all these kinds of potions. So you have an instant tame, you have a remate, health, hair grow, level potion, suicide, imprint, where you can imprint on your dino, health, dino food, and gender change potions. And they're all of these are made out of normal ARC stuff. See all the different berries. You have narcotic and raw meat stimulant. You have rare flowers and primates, so different things, but pretty much normal things that you can easily get. So, oh yeah, very OP for our server. but we're excited to try it. I think it's going to be super fun. And then this table is the Alchemy Station, and it's just like a normal mortar and pestle. If you look inside it, see, it's got the drugs like normal, and then the normal cement paste and that kind of thing. But it's very cool looking. Then you have storage. It's very, very fun. All of the storage, or at least most everything that I saw as I show you storage, is going to have 300 slots. So you're going to have enough storage forever. So see, there's 300. Almost, I think every single storage thing I looked at does have 300. But isn't this cool? Look, it has this writing on it. I don't know what it says. Oh, Drake root. Yeah, very fun. Oak tree bark. Yeah, it actually has words on it. And then here's another one of the plain tables with some decorative items on it. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, the detail. This table is painted a little bit lighter color. I'll be able to show you how you can change the wood. So that's wood number 1, and then if you want to change it, this has an orangey tint to it. But it has to do with the grain of the wood is pretty much how it looks. See, like that? Yeah, so it's like different grains of wood. Very, very primitive and very medieval. And then you have your alchemy book, and that's for decoration also, and I painted the stand. So anyway, so the next part is the bathroom area. We have a drying rack, and look, it has your ARC clothes on it. Isn't that something? And you can dye them. I dyed it red, and the posts are red. And then you have the wash tub, a washboard. You have a mirror that actually works. Let's see here. Can I wave in the mirror? Ooh, ooh. Our heads look kind of big, don't they? Oh my gosh, my head goes off. But it's better than the arc mirror, right? I mean, it's close to showing what you look like. As long as you don't wave, you're fine. That's so fun. Okay, so next we have the sink. Now, with the sinks, there's a kitchen sink and a bathroom sink. And each one you'll have to place the intake down first. So let me go ahead and pick this up and show you. It looks like this. The intake, you can craft them in the kitchen section, I think. And you put that down, and then you can take your sink and it'll snap like that. See, like it'll just snap. So you snap it down, and then it's pretty much like any other sink, except this one's a little bit different. When you put a water bottle in, normally they would fill up. I don't know if this is a bug or if it's intended. So this might change, but if you do consume, it will fill it up. So you're able to do that. And then there's also a water bucket. I don't know what I did with it. And then you can put the water bucket in here and you can fill it up with water. So that's really cool, I think. That works out really well. Look at the old-fashioned pump. Isn't that fun? And then you have this toilet. That's very interesting. Very medieval. And it's got a little candle there beside it so you can see what you're doing, I guess. Very fun. And then you have two kinds of bathtubs. You have a shower bathtub and just a plain bathtub. And you can sit and take a bath. Oh, so nice. All right, so that's the things that you have for your bathroom section. And then this is the bedroom section. You see there's 3 sizes of beds. And then there's 3 types of each size. And mainly the difference is the headboards. If you look at this headboard, there's the slats in there. This one's solid, and then this one has the long slat like that. Then you have the double beds with the same, and the bunk beds that have the same look. So you have 3 different looks and 3 different types. It's kind of interesting. They look like they have like sleeping bags almost on top of them. And right now I'm not able to paint the mattresses. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to or not. Like I said, this is a brand new mod. And she understands that there are some bugs to it, and she's going to have probably a pretty big update to it. I don't know when. It could have already happened by the time you've watched this, so just know that. But anyway, I painted all of the different furniture, the wood, and the sheets all are different colors. So you can see how well all of her things take paint really, really well. So pretty. And then there's a lot of storage. Like I said, each one has 300 slots. This one has a picture of some of your clothing on the front, but you can put anything in it. Then here's one. It looks a little bit different. And then here's one that looks like empty shelves. And then here are the nightstands. Let's see if you can see that a little bit better. A little bit dark. Yeah. So fun. Those are the nightstands to put by your bed. And then the next thing would be, here are the forges. They are like normal forges. They don't do anything different. They might be faster. I'm not sure. I didn't actually try them out. They may act faster, but you can see the wood around this one takes the paint, and then the red is the paint color for that forge. Then you have the anvil. Right now the anvil is broken, but I know she is aware of it and she is fixing it. But it's really cool because you can open this and make shields. So right now I'm not able to craft them. If I click on it, it won't let me craft. But she's going to fix it. She's aware of it. So you have all these, you can't really see, but they all have different looks to them. And those are to hang on your wall. Isn't that neat? And this is another OP thing. It's the grinder. And oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. You can craft these items. Like here's human hair. If you have some wool, you can craft human hair. Corrupted nodules with polymer. shell fragments with cement paste, wool from fiber, oh my goodness, sap from cactus sap. You can make polymer out of cement paste and obsidian, or organic polymer, or corrupted nodules. You can make thatch out of wood, and salt is out of blood packs. I needed some salt to make the special, there's a special fertilizer you can make, and I needed salt, but I couldn't figure out how to craft salt. So sure enough, when I opened the grinder, it showed me how I could craft salt. So you need blood packs and you can craft salt, and then you can make fiber out of thatch, element dust out of element, biotoxin out of narcotic, and ammonite bile out of blood packs and leech blood. So, oh my gosh, you talk about, is that not OP? And then there's also aberration conversions. If you have the blue crystallized sap and red crystallized sap, or the different crystallized saps, you can make green gems, blue gems. You can also make congealed. That's normal. These are normal things. And then out of scorched earth, if you want to make sand, cactus sap, silk, normal scorched earth things, you can make out all these. So I think that probably is going to be one of the most used items on our server, don't you think? But this is so creepy here. This thing is super, super creepy. These are torture tools. I tried to hang it on the wall. I thought maybe it was on wall decoration, but you can put it on the floor and you can put it on the table. But oh my goodness. I mean, it would be cool in the workshop, I think. So you wouldn't have to call it torture if you could hang it on the wall. But I guess it's supposed to be like in a leather thing and you roll it up. Anyway, it's sitting on top of just a normal table. Okay, so next is the church, and this is so very awesome. We have many times we've built churches on our servers in different villages and things, and if we had these, it would just made it so much even better. So we have all these pews, these church benches that you can use. I've painted everything different colors. Then here's the baptismal. Here's the braziers. Let's see, let's light them. Oh, I don't have any wood. I must have used up all of the wood in that one. Anyway, you can paint the fires. You can dye the colors, but you use wood and thatch, I believe. Let's see here. What does it say to use? Yep, wood and thatch, and then you can put dye in if you want to change the color of the flames. So those are very cool to decorate with. Then here is the podium. Let's see. This is called the altar. Isn't that something? And then here's a podium over here, and here's the front. I put it backwards. See, there's the front of it. Isn't that cool? Then you also have this a tombstone. Poor Bob, rest in peace. And the only thing paintable is the sign, the text, and the same with the mausoleum. But oh my gosh, couldn't you make a cool, you could make such a cool churchyard graveyard, couldn't you, with this, with the mausoleums and the headstones. So that's that. This is all oh, and the rug. Right now the rug is not paintable, but I know, like I said, she is looking into the paintable sections of all the different things. That may change. And this is like a normal rug. You can raise it and lower it down. And then here's the curtains, and I am confused about these. These curtains are like 2 by 2, but I don't know how you would use them. I don't think this is right the way I used them, but there must be another way. If you know how I'm supposed to use the 2 by 2, this is one curtain rod with the 2 curtains on it, and you place it like that. And I don't know. There must be something I'm missing on that. And then here's the 1 by. I think, let's see if it calls it the, I can't, let's see here. Yeah, 1 by 1. And that, look how pretty that is. That is just so pretty. And that's hanging on the Castle Keeps and Forts wall. I wanted to see how it worked on that, and it's just perfect. And then here's this is the 1 by 2, and that's so you can have some tall, luxurious looking. I love how it paints. That's what I'm really liking. And then another one like this. These are the Uh, there, I saw it for a second. 2x1. And I don't think I'm doing them right. It's just one piece with 2 curtains on it, but I don't know how else to do it. So if anybody knows how to do it correctly, I don't understand how to do it except that way, because it's just one piece. That's the way you attach it. I don't know. Anyway, maybe somebody knows how. So here is the dining room, and all kinds of tables. You have all different sizes of tables, all sizes of benches. I love the detail on this little stool. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, it's just so detailed. And this little chair here, so fun. All painted different colors. Here's a round table, and then all the rectangle tables, 3 different types. And then some chairs. I love them. They're so detailed and so cute. And the cushions paint a different than the wood. So that's the dining room section. And then let's go over here to the kitchen. Oh my goodness, there's so much to the kitchen. Just crazy amazing. So this is the outdoor cooking, and it has all regular normal foods in a regular cooking pot. Then you have the meats, the normal meats, and then you have vegetables, sweet veggie cake. So this one, what was it called? The outdoor cooking is like a regular cooking pot, and just the detail again. And then you have the chicken one. It's very cool. So you have the normal art stuff, the meat, the vegetables, but on this one you have food. And then you have the chicken meal. And to make the chicken meal, you use garlic cloves, prime meat, olive oil, and turnips. So we'll get to the gardening in just a minute, and you can use all those things from the garden and make you a chicken dish. So that's very fun. And right now I have not made those. I don't know about the meals, if you get better buffs from them or if they're just for role play. And so then you also have a fish one that's very, very similar. And to make it, you can use garlic cloves, fish meat, and fish oil, and that makes a fish plate. So look at the detail. Oh my gosh. So then those are the cooking areas. You have all kinds of kitchen cabinets. Some of them are very decorative, some of them you can store things in, and some of them are just for decoration. But let's take off our backspace. See, there's breads and fruits, baskets, bowls, cheeses, bottles. Oh my goodness sakes alive, it's just amazing. This one, it looks like a plain kitchen cabinet, but it's actually the preserving bin. I love it. I think it's so amazing to have something that looks very nice, but also is useful. So it's just like normal. It's just like your normal preserving bin in art, but the detail on it is it's just so pretty. Look at that. And then this is the refrigerator. I think you'd have to have been a rich medieval person to have this fancy of a refrigerator. Yeah, but isn't it pretty? It's so cool. It's got vegetables and fruit, potatoes. You have cake up there in jars, and your meat is in there also. But that's your refrigerator for your kitchen. Another kitchen cabinet. And then here's the grill. And it's just pretty much like a normal grill, but it does have a few extra things. You have your animal meat, and this is food for your animals and dinos. I don't know if it works differently. I'm thinking it must, maybe. But I guess you could put it in your food trough, and maybe your carnivores could eat it. This, I don't know what it's for. It says generic consumable. Then here's all the foods. You have your meat menu, you have grilled meat plates, you have meat tart, you have pumpkin soup, you have raspberry pie. Oh my gosh, just so much fun. And it's using ingredients that you grow in your garden. There's also drinks, there's coffees and teas. Like this is strawberry tea right here, and these are things you use strawberry and water, and it'll make your teas. And then you have the regular, normal arc things. See, here's the meat and then the crafted foods. So super, super fun. But look at the detail. And the things look like they've been actually used. So you can actually feel like you're working in your kitchen. And then here's the old-fashioned farmhouse sink. That's so cool. And it's the same way as the bathroom sink, where you have to put the intake down. And then you can access, you can get drink of water, and you can access the inventory. And oh yeah, here's my bucket. I thought I lost it. And you fill up your water bucket. I'm not sure what you do with the bucket, but I'm thinking there's a reason for it. But I did not find it, but maybe, I'm not sure. There's probably a reason for it in one of these items. But you can fill up your water bucket. And then here's a pantry. This is another kitchen cabinet. All of these have, all of the ones that do have storage have 300 slots. So, oh my gosh, but look at the detail. That's what amazes me. And then your wine rack. And another pantry. It's just so fun. And then you have your beer root beer making items. We drink root beer in Mystic Mayhem. But it's like the arc one, where you can make your beer mug and your liquid. And then here, that's the brew master, I think is what it's called. Let's see here. The brew maker. And then this is the brew barrel. So pretty much the same. Just different looks and different ways of storing things and decorating. And then this is the oil press, and you'll need this for your recipes. This is the olive oil and the fish oil, and you make it with olives and water or raw fish meat and water. Yuck. Okay, so ugh. Okay. And then here are the long cabinets that could be used for bars or separators in your kitchen. Again, I keep talking about the detail on these. Oh my gosh. These little things up here, there are a lot of props. They're called them props that you can craft for looks. And so you have a teapot and a pitcher, and then this little thing is like a mortar and pestle. But you can make your flour. You use your wheat to make your flour. You use raw sugar to make refined sugar. And then you have your normal mortar and pestle things. So, but this is where you do your flour and your sugar. So, okay, so that's those things. And then let's go ahead and go down here and show the wine press. And this is to make your different wines that you can have if you want to have role play with wines. And then this is just a decorative meat rack. And then we go down to the living room / war room, den, all kinds of different rooms. But it's a lot of the living room items. Here's your couches and chairs. You have 2 different types of couches and a chair, all that color beautifully. You have pictures on the wall that show, so you can change it to so many things. What you do is hold down change picture, and then you have to hold down the number, and I'll let you find out what pictures you want to figure out what you want. I think that'd be more fun instead of me showing them all to you. Let's change this one to 1. Let's change it to number 5. I don't know what it is. Okay, wow, it's a mighty battle going on. Wow. And then this is a good way to show you the wood, because you can change the wood on the frames. It's wood number 1, wood number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So not really big difference, but some. You're also able to, in the light section, you're able to make all these little candles. Look at the detail on those. So there's all these different, these are really tall up here, these are shorter. And then there's 4 different types of war tables. And this, if you're familiar with the show Game of Thrones, this is the map from Game of Thrones that you can have in your war room. This is the map of all of the different maps in Ark. So like, see, here's the island. You can change it. It's very glary. Let's see if we can get out of the glare. Pretty bright. Let's see. Let's change it to, Fordura is the new one. Oh, there we go. There we go. There. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That you can change it to each map. And then here's Valguero. one of my favorite maps. And then we're on Crystal Isles, so let's change it to Crystal Isles. And there you go. It's so fun. And then this one is just a little table that's a desk, and it has all your little notes that you're writing to have your war plans. And then this one is so cool. This is an extra cool one. This would be really great in a castle, wouldn't it? So let's go back down here. There's a shelf up there. And then this is a sideboard. And again, I placed the candle on it. We have 2 fireplaces in this mod. Let's see. Have I got any wood in it? Nope, it's all burned. But it has really nice fires. It's really cool. This one has the pot so you can, looks like you're fixing your chili or your stew for the evening. And then this one has the stripes in the back and the different colors that glow. And then here's a candle. It's a candle on a stand. That's really neat. This shelf is amazing. I just love this. It's a shelf that has artifacts on it, and it comes like this. I painted it red, but otherwise it came with the artifacts on it, and they're miniaturized. I think that's really fun. And then this is a really well made shelf. Look at that with the books on it. Oh my gosh, so fun. And this is a desk. 3 different desks. You have 3 different. This is another one here. And a candle with a wooden stand. These things are amazing. These are fancy stands where you can show trophies. I did try to put an Alpha Rex trophy head. I tried to put other different types of trophy heads in here, and I couldn't get any to fit. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's just for artifacts. It may be made just for artifacts considered trophies. So I did try other things and none of them worked. But isn't this great? Much fancier than the plain pedestals that we're used to. And the wood, the edges are paintable in the wood parts. So then also up on the wall we have this kind of shield. And this is again from Game of Thrones. You can change it. Let's see. Let's change it to... and then wait till it's blue and then click it. So that's pretty fancy. And there's some more candles. And then there's this sign. This would be kind of cool on your shop, I think. It looks like ram horns maybe. And then I put Mystic Mayhem on the text. It's like kind of like the normal arc signs, wall signs. And then here's a brazier. That's very cool. These would be really cool at the tops of castles, I think. It's extra cool. And then there's all kinds of miscellaneous. So this is super fun. These are just decorative. Let's turn on our spyglass. This is a tannery. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There's a sewing loom table. Another sewing loom. But can you imagine the RP that you could do, the role play you could do with these? But it would just be fun to use them for decorations throughout your house. Or if you had a shop, a sewing loom rack. That's a tannery rack. And another tannery rack. It's just so... look at the detail. Oh my gosh. Okay. So then there's also a spinning wheel for decoration. And then this is different. This has this is a printing press, and you can actually make your notes. So like they just look different. They're like the normal notes in ARC. They just look different. So it's really more fun to open and look at a note like that. But it's just like the regular notes. This is extra fun. Oh my goodness, this is just too much fun. So what you do is in the desk, you can show you an inventory. You can craft these music notes. Now I don't know if there's going to be more new music notes made, or if we're going to be able to make our own, or what. But this is the only one so far that you can craft in the table, and it's the Sound of Silence harp notes. And so what you do is you put that in the inventory, and then you say play song. I'm gonna, oh my gosh, it's so cool. I'm gonna be real quiet, and you might have to turn up your volume so you can hear it. Isn't that neat? And then you just say E, and that quits the music. But I was listening to it earlier, and you can hear it from quite a ways. You may not can hear it very well on the video, but I can hear it faintly. I can still hear it pretty faint. So you could actually be working in your house. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So you could have that playing in your house and be listening to it. Oh, isn't that a fun thing? Now, why? I wish everybody did things like that in their mods. It just adds so much extra enjoyment, doesn't it? Oh, and here, this is the stockade or stocks. I don't think you can use it, thank goodness. Ooh. And then there's some thrones that you can see. There's a little green one. I painted it, though. And this one, look at the detail on this one. Wow. So fun. And then there's that one. This one, I think this is from the Game of Thrones. I don't know, maybe. I tried to paint it and I couldn't paint it. And then this one is sitting up on a pedestal, kind of. But look at the detail. Gosh. And then there's storage. There's a huge amount of storage. Let me show you in the table how much storage. Well, oh wait, I passed it. Here it is. If you look in the table and you go under storage, you're going to see there's so much. Like, this is the hide, the berries, the gunpowder, there's the shield, the organic polymer, here's pearls. Anyway, there's lots. I only crafted a few to show you what they look like. This is the one that's thatched. When they're empty, it's just an empty basket. So you can have an empty basket too. Here's the shield display. Like, it's empty also if you take the shields out. There's, I think, fiber. There's the one for the swords. Let's see. This one is for, let's see what this is for. Hide. Yep, that is so amazing. Here's the ones for berries and wood. So it's just stacks of logs of wood. Oh my gosh, just so fun. Here's a little table with some decorative items on top. This is a little medieval book and an astronomic map. Some little just decorations you can put out on a table. So the next thing is there's a lot to this next part, and it's all the gardening part. Let me show you again on the table. Let's see here. So you have outdoors. There's going to be, I'll show all of these things. There's going to be some flags, a note board. There's a planter box that you can put plants in. There is an archery target, but at this time of making this video, don't craft the archery target. Now, you might check and see in the change notes if she has fixed this. But right now, if you place the archery, it will crash your server. So don't place that, don't craft that yet. Just make sure before. Then the gallows. There's also a hay wagon, a market stand, a bonfire, a water well, a water tap, a water trough, an herb crop plot, a tree crop plot, and the field crop plots. And you also have a beehive. And then there's also seeds. These are all her seeds that she has made available, and a fertilizer. I was talking about that earlier, needing the raw salt. You have to have raw salt, the feces, and the thatch, and that makes an extra high nitrogen fertilizer, and it helps crops grow faster, I think faster. So you have all these seeds. You have, and what they will do is they'll say at that bottom line over there, need tree crop for planting. This one needs a field to grow. This one needs a field to grow. An herb crop for planting. So they say if they need the herb plot, tree plot, or field. So that's the way the seeds work. And there's 20, I believe I counted 20 fields. So each field is huge. You're going to need a lot of flat area. I planted, let's see. If I go into K mode, I'll show you. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and even those were a little bit had a hard time finding enough flat spot. This spot where I am, oh my gosh, this is perfect for these. It's so flat right here, but I've tried to plant these or place these in different areas, and they look all catty-waddled. So you have to be careful about them. But isn't this awesome? This is so cool. But see, this is okay. Where I am, let me show you. If I have my spyglass out, it'll show you the chords. Let's see here. Get away from that. So 47, 48, and let me show you on the map where I am. If you want to try out all these fields, see, that's where I am. Where you'll see all my little spots I've got on the map. So all of my where I am, it's like up on a hill. If you want to come up here on Crystal Isles and try out this mod, let me show you. I'm up kind of on this, and I haven't had any danger at all up here the whole time I've been building. But look how flat it is. I have very seldom ever found this much flatness, but it is super flat right here. If you want to try out this mod, this is a perfect spot. And see, there's the red trees there, and the snow is up there. So this is a good spot if you want to try. But anyway, let's go back to showing. This is the celery, and each one of these plots grow a different seed, one seed. So if you look at inside and look at that, I've got ground coffee. So it took a long time. Don't give up hope. It takes a super long time. Let's see here. Yep, now I have peppers. Of course, I'm on single player too. When you're on single player, things only grow when you're on the online. But that's how that works. See, isn't that fun? This is, let's see, what are these? The turnips, I think. Yep, I've got turnips growing. I put one fertilizer in. I made regular fertilizer, but I put one fertilizer in hoping that it would help. So it took several real life days, and I don't know how many days in art, but it took several. And oh, it shows they're spoiling already, so you want to be able to use them. But it does take, it seemed like it took extra amount of time, but I don't have any kind of greenhouse on here. Let's see, does it say? It doesn't say anything about a greenhouse help. So I don't know how that works with these particular ones, but that's the fields. And you'll need one field for each seed, and I believe there are 20 field seeds. And then you also have the beehive, which works as a normal arc beehive. See, you have to have rare flowers in the beehive, and then they'll make honey. I love how it looks. That's so cool. And then it also has a watering range. So I didn't have to water any of these. I do have a well with an irrigation system, but I think it's the beehive that actually watered everything. Everything is fully watered because you can see where, there it is. You can see where the area is, how far it waters. Really, really far. So you could have your 20 plots set up and still have them within the watering range. Or you could have several beehives, I think. There we go. This is what the tree plot looks like. This is the lime tree. Let's see, do I have any limes? I didn't a while ago, but now since I've been on lime, maybe. Yep, I do. I have a lime. Yummy. And then here is what the herb planters look like. This is very cool. I love these. I would use these for decoration, probably. And then here's the planter box, and you can just put flowers in that. It's misspelled, but I'm sure she'll fix that. And then here is the water trough, and you can get a drink of water from that. This is the sugar cane, I think. Let's see. Yep. And we have raw sugar. And remember, in that, I was able to show you in that one little mortar pestle thing on the kitchen counter how you take this raw sugar and you can make it into refined sugar. But it looks like sugar cane. Very, very fun. This one surprised me. Oh, no, this was my experiment. So I decided to try and see if you could plant these seeds in normal arc crop plots. And a couple of the seeds were a total fail. So plant in the normal crop plots at your own risk. Because I planted a strawberry plant and I had strawberry plants as far as the eye could see every direction. They were everywhere, all over the map. So they're not working correctly in the normal arc crop plots, just to let you know. And I don't think that'll change. I'm not sure. I did ask about it, and she may change her mind about that. I don't know. But because I am a little bit concerned about having so many gigantic fields. The way it was described to me was if you're playing on a role-playing server, each person would have their own fields, and then that would instigate where you'd want to trade. Like if Bob was raising wheat and sugarcane, and then Sally was raising turnips and say tomatoes, then they would trade with each other. So you wouldn't need all 20. But if, I don't know. This is the apple tree. Now that, look at that. It has apples on it. Isn't that great? I love that. Let's see here. Do I have an apple? I do. Oh my goodness. Tart and refreshing. The apple is delicious and a source of essential vitamins. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So anyway, so that is the gardening. Here's the well. And I'm not sure if that was meant to do that because it kind of takes away the look of the well. The water tap is that gray part in the middle, and it looks kind of like a fountain. But it kind of takes away from the look of the well, doesn't it? I wonder if that could be made really, really tiny and the well could sit on it. And that may be how it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. But anyway, you can use this for irrigating and with pipes and things. And you can use it for getting a drink of water. So if you look, see there's a spot where you could put your water bottle like that. So that's interesting, the way that's done. But I love the well. It's very cool. And then here's the bonfire. And it is huge. It's pretty much like all the bonfires we have in Ark. And then here are the flags. And then here's the gallows. Oh my goodness. Goodness sakes alive. I guess you could have the gallows with those, with the stalks. I guess you could threaten people. You could threaten people. Anyway, that is pretty much most everything. Look, I did the note board. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. I love the idea of the note board because so many times in our tribes we've needed to leave notes of what we need or what needs to be done or ideas or any suggestions or things like that. And so I like that you can leave notes for people. But for now, I do appreciate each and every one of you so very, very much. Thank you for the comments and the likes and subscribing and all of that. I appreciate it more than you could ever know. Let me know what you think of the video. Bye.